And there's the kick-off for what surely will be a thrilling final. Well, there is a lot of talent in both teams, and this has the makings of a classic encounter. And Rooney. Alan Smith. Rooney!
And the ball ends up in the keeper's gloves.
Slip through the gap. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. And Puyol. They're breaking free down the flank. They're defending well, very well indeed. Alan Smith. Danger now down on the left-hand side.
Well, some tight marking from the defence paid off there.
Here's Deco. This is a dangerous throw-in for the defence to face. Another throw in a great position.
Plenty of options for a cross.
They're trying another cross. He has to do better than that. Carrick. Alan Smith.
That was a poor pass.
Scholes. And Cristiano Ronaldo. That will go behind for a goal kick. Here's Thuram. Knocked it through. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Puyol. Straight through the defence. The defence has done well so far. No, it doesn't pick out his man. The move on the left, set up from the through ball.
Safely stopped by the keeper.
And Ronaldinho. A good interception to gain possession. Here's Alan Smith. Carrick. Scholes. The danger is snuffed out. Solid defence in the box. Carrick. Here's Sylvestre. And Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Rooney. Reads it well. Almost 30 minutes gone. Cut out well. Carrick. Rooney. Won a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count? Close enough to have a shot on goal. It's over. Maybe couldn't control the ball enough on the shot. Edmilson. And Julie.
A good delivery needed here. Oh, a vital clearance. Quick thinking from the defender.
Alan Smith. Here's Rooney. And Julie. Here's Puyol. Alan Smith. Here's Rooney. A clean take by the keeper, comes off his line and makes it his. Rooney. Here's Sylvestre. Carrick. And Hensey. Here's Scholes. Rooney. The keeper comes and collects it. Here's Messi. They're making good progress down the right side. And Giggs. The whistle goes for half-time and the players head off to the dressing rooms, with the managers no doubt having plenty. They kick off. Let's see how the players on both sides respond to their half-time team talks. Let's see if the second half is as tight as the first. Giggs. Rooney. Giggs. There's the cross. He put it in! It's the opening goal. Just after the break. You don't see that too often. That's just what the game needed. Now we're in for a great finish. They haven't looked in much trouble, have they really, Trevor? But now they've gone behind. They'll be so disappointed with the goal, won't they?
Yes, they will. So now they need to focus all their energy on grabbing the equaliser.
Here's Gudjonsson. Eto'o. No attempt whatsoever to play the ball. Free kick. Messi. Eto'o.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. And Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Rooney. Gary Neville. Here's Hensey.
A great skill.
Messi! What a goal! He pulls it side level. Great goal from the forward.
I think the goal there was the best thing we could have hoped for, because both teams were desperate to get the next one.
They're right back in it, Trevor.
Well, now they've got the equaliser, I certainly wouldn't rule them out from grabbing the winner.
Ferdinand. Here's Alan Smith.
That's well cut out.
15 minutes into the second half. Scholes. And Gary Neville. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Alan Smith. Gary Neville. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Scholes. They're in possession down the right flank. They can deliver it in again. Another cross coming in. Neat ball through. Rooney. And Alan Smith. Here's Alan Smith. Cristiano Ronaldo. Booted clear. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Scholes. An illegal challenge, says the ref. Could so easily have gone into the book then, but the ref has taken a lenient view there. To the man in space. Alan Smith! He's done it! They've slipped up again. 30 minutes played in the second half. A great shot into the left-hand corner.
There really was no stopping that.
They have to reorganise themselves to win back control of the game. A good ball in could give them the equaliser. Good Johnson. It's been deflected out of play. To the target in the middle. Caddick. Here's Rooney. Rooney! No, the finish wasn't there, and it's wide of the right post.
Well, I think the defence has got to start asking questions of themselves there. They let him get in the shot unchallenged.
And Saviola. They're in possession, down the left wing. Well found there. Gets it in space. Eto'o. Anxious moments on the manager's bench there. Could have been a costly mistake. They can swing it in from the left wing. Sylvestre. Cristiano Ronaldo. Keeper's ball. Here's Puyol. Julie. And Gudjonsson. Lunged in and gave away a free kick. And that's a yellow card for him. Maybe a harsh decision, it would seem. But he didn't get the ball, and that's what matters to the referee. Gary Neville. Up goes the roar, and the match is over. They battled their way to the final, knocking over some real heavyweights on the journey, but their amazing run has ended at the last stage. After a loss like that, Trevor, do you think there are any lessons they can now learn?
I think so, Peter. You can always learn from every game, and this shouldn't be an exception despite the loss.
So as the fans make their way home, my thanks go to Trevor beside me.
I've enjoyed every minute of it, Peter.
And we look forward to seeing you at the next game. Good night. Welcome to this evening's game, where there's a big sense of anticipation around the stadium. The crowd's ready, the viewers are ready. Are you ready, Trevor?
Thank you, Peter. I've been doing all my homework on these two sides, which I'll be talking about very soon. Anyway, let's get going.
Just listen to the fans. The incredible atmosphere here is perfect for this final, in which the true champions will be decided. There is a fantastic atmosphere as the final gets underway. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. And Scholes. Rooney. Here's Rooney. Sylvestre.
This has potential.
Defence struggling to deal with this play down the left. Rooney. Here's Giggs. Missed-time lunge, free kick given. The tackle player is still down injured, he'll need some attention. It was certainly a bad challenge on him. And well, not surprisingly, the referee has reached for his cards. Only yellow. The offender can consider himself lucky. It looks like a substitution is going to be made. Just caught him. No way through. The man picks it up in space and attacks from the right. A missed-time lunge there gives away a free kick. And Deco.
The right-back's got to stay alert.
Clearance gathered, has a sight of goal. Eto'o. Got the shot in, but it's gone over.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. He'll be sorry he didn't score.
Here's Eto'o. Up goes the assistant referee's flag. Tried to spring the offside trap, but the run was timed just a little too early. An attack on the right from the through ball. That one is intercepted. Well, he went for the shot, but it just wasn't good enough.
Well, you know, Peter, I wonder whether if the shot was on target, the goalkeeper actually would have got to it. I don't think so.
Eto'o. Ronaldinho. The keeper's got it.
That's well cut out.
Here's Julie. Slid out wide. He needs to deliver a good ball in. No, an own goal, I don't believe it.
They'll be kicking themselves after conceding a goal like that.
They cannot believe their luck. It was good fortune, really, Trevor.
Well, without a doubt. I don't see the manager complaining too much, though.
(1-0), but can they hang on to this lead? Can it? He's well beaten to the ball there. And Messi. Here's Eto'o. Here's Ronaldinho. Receives it in space. Eto'o. It's in! Brilliant! That's two in less than 5 minutes. Truly world class. So with the lead. Enjoying the game so far, Trevor?
You bet. This team is showing more and more confidence.
15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Rooney. Puyol. Here's Messi. Julie. Gudjonsson. Sylvestre. And Ferdinand. Gary Neville. And Hensey. Scholes. Stopped him illegally there. Looks as though he's injured, but the ref has decided to keep his cards in his pocket. And Gudjonsson. And Ronaldinho.
A good cross should set something up.
Good clearance. Getting towards the last few minutes of the first half. They're in possession down the left wing. Scholes! Punched away and out for a corner. They'll battle for this in the middle. Clear.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
A throw-in given away in a dangerous position. Needs to find the target with the ball in. Messi! Oh, that's just skimmed past the left post. The referee blows his whistle and it's the end of the first half here. Let's see if the manager's advice can affect the players in any way. Hopefully in the right way. Everyone is back in their seats, including the managers, and the second half is underway. They've switched sides for the second half. Ferdinand.
A great passage of play, pressure always on the defence.
Here's Rooney. Park. Here's a throw in a potentially dangerous area too. Good pass. Hensey. And Rooney. Here's Park. Alan Smith. The keeper comes forward and the ball ends up in his arms. Here's Puyol. And Deco.
Chance for a good cross here.
There's the whistle and the flag is up. He was just called offside there. Their first substitution today. This is a substitution surely that underlines their intentions just to defend this lead. Neat ball through the middle. The keeper didn't hang back, came forward and made the ball his. Solskjaer. And Puyol. Eto'o. Reads it well. Here's Park. That pass didn't make it. An illegal challenge, says the ref. Good Johnson. Cut out well. Caddick.
It's a great chance.
It's been cleared. Julio. And Rooney. Miller. Here's Alan Smith. Oh, he's tried to lob the keeper. The keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today. No let-up for the defence here.
Ronaldinho!
Well, the keeper was quick to react and punch the ball behind for a corner.
To the target in the middle. They're defending well. Eto'o. Eto'o! In the safe hands of the keeper. Sylvestre. We're into the final quarter of an hour. Alan Smith to the man in space. Gets it. The shot comes in.
Well, the keeper couldn't catch it, but punched it to safety and out for a corner now.
They'll battle for this in the middle.
It's a clever move to intercept that ball.
And Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Caddick. Sylvestre. And Park.
That was a superb interception. It was the through ball that set the move up on the left.
Good Johnson!
And the ball ends up in the keeper's gloves.
We're into the last 5 minutes. They're on the verge of a glorious victory. And he goes for it! He scored!
Take the ball and restart quick. You still have lots to do.
Just a few minutes before the end of the game. Off the left post. The lead being narrowed like that can unsettle a team, can't it, Trevor?
Yes, when the opposition has seized the initiative, it can be hard for the players.
Rooney. Caddick. Miller. Well read. And Messi. He may whip the cross in. And coming forward, the keeper collects the ball. The ref blows his whistle and the match is all over. And there we have it. They are the cup champions. They've finally done it here today to the delight of their manager and more significantly their fans, who I'm sure will be celebrating this victory for a long, long time to come. They pick up the title. You remember this day forever wherever you are today. They are the champions.
It's always good to see such a hard-fought match, and especially when it decides the championship. Look at those celebrations. That just shows you what winning the title means to the players.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game. I have with me here Trevor Brooking to give us his thoughts. Trevor.
Thanks, Peter. I'm really anticipating this one. Let's hope it lives up to all those expectations. Here we go.
The build-up in the media prior to the start of this competition has been tremendous, and we have finally arrived, the first group stage match, where both teams will definitely be looking for victory to start off their respective campaigns on a high note. As we get underway, a full-throated roar from the fans to urge their respective teams on. Let's see what kind of match these two teams can produce. Camoranesi took him out, free kick given. The yellow card is out here. A booking for him, and he'll need to be careful now for the rest of the game. Given away a free kick in a dangerous area, it could be costly. Good pass. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Into the gloves of the keeper. Del Piero! Well, it came off the defender there. The defence has done well so far. Chance to cross. He lifts it into the box. Not a bad shot, but it's over.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Solid defence in the box. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. To the man in space. They're in possession down the right flank. Tevez!
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Good pass. Is that a penalty? No, just outside. 5 targets in the box. That'll be a goal kick. Mistime lunge, and the free kick is given.
That was a badly timed, dangerous tackle from behind.
Chopped him down there, gives away a free kick. He hits the bar. Oh, there's a late challenge. The defender was quick to see this one. Making good progress down the left wing now. To the man in space. It's an early cross. They're in possession, down the left wing. The keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
Cleared away. The first 45 minutes is over, and the teams head off towards the dressing rooms here. Talk us through that half, Trevor.
My suggestion to them would be to play a bit wider and longer generally, and I think then they'll come out on top. But so far their play's been limited, Peter.
So neither team making the break, it's 0-0. We're off. Will the second half provide more excitement for the fans here? Decent cross there. They've got another chance here.
Well, it was quick thinking from the defender to block the cross. Corner kick.
Sturdy defence here. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Can they keep defending like that? Took him out. Free kick given.
Well, that's the kind of thing referees have been told to clamp down on.
He's been pulled down.
A good delivery needed here.
Concedes a free kick with a ferocious tackle. And he hits it. The keeper had his eye on it and saw it go wide of the left post. Lunged in there and gave away a free kick. Goes for a header on goal.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. He wants the chance for a good delivery. Benayoun! The keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
Clear. Concedes a free kick with a ferocious tackle.
That was a totally unnecessary challenge.
All free kick awarded in a very promising position here. Could be curling over.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Sheringham! Oh, it was so close to the right-hand post there. He tries his luck. He put it in! They haven't looked in much trouble, have they really, Trevor? But now they've gone behind. They'll be so disappointed with the goal, won't they?
Yes, they will. So now they need to focus all their energy on grabbing the equaliser.
Keeper's there. He's made the right move and picks it up. No, it's been intercepted. crossing opportunity. In comes the cross. Good clearing header.
A good delivery needed here.
Just dived in there, gave away a free kick. A chance here. Not even close, perhaps a loss of concentration there. The whistle has gone and the match is over. They kick off the group phase with a defeat. Well, in the end, very few surprises there, Trevor.
No, Peter, let's hope they can sort themselves out and put on a better show next time round.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me, Peter Brackley, to thank Trevor Brooking beside me.
You're welcome, Peter. What an evening of football it's been.
And there's just time for me to say goodbye, and we'll see you soon. A big roar from the crowd as the game gets underway. A great atmosphere here. Struck it from distance. Gets it. Vieri! Into the arms of the keeper.